Neymar's entire move to PSG has been a flop. He left Barcelona to become number
his
one.
Own star,
Become number
He
one in
wanted
the
to
world.
step away from Messi's shadow.
To create his own spotlight.
Yeah, create his own legacy.
And the legacy I think he created, the biggest legacy, is his price tag. Welcome back to the 90th Minute Extra Time channel, and welcome back to the Welcome Back podcast. It's still that. We're not 6 months in yet. Wazinho.
Smack them.
Wazinho.
Hi, how's it going?
There you go. Thank you. Lucas.
What's up?
Greg.
Hi.
And I am Liam. Lights are on today, mainly because Lucas broke the light.
And you forgot yours.
Here's a question.
Okay.
Why do you call him a fisherman? He's not a fisherman. He's an islander.
This man, he was born on the water.
Yeah, he was born on an island.
He's born on the water.
Same shit.
He was born in between the waves, so therefore he's a fisherman.
What is this? Legend of Zelda? Wind Waker? The guy's born in the water? But I don't even know how
No,
to
he's literally grew up on an island that you start the game on.
You were born on an island, right?
Yes.
Like a Hawaiian. Like, you're from Newfoundland, which is basically the Hawaii
Why?
of Canada.
Is it?
Unless you consider PEI the
I
Hawaii
thought it'd be
of
more like
Canada.
Vancouver Island.
Yeah.
Oh, that is probably nicer, yes.
Yeah, just a little bit.
Yeah.
But
Hawaii's
I-
a state,
but-
but Vancouver Island isn't a province.
You're a province. But I consider you maybe to be like a potential other nation.
They were once upon a time.
And they still want to be, but it's a whole different story, which I don't want to delve into because I don't know the politics and the stories and the backstory and the history of Newfoundland.
Welcome back to the
Where are
Extra
you
Time
looking?
channel.
The camera.
You were looking over there.
It was like Rasta last podcast, just staring at the light every time.
There's
Like,
less
the
anger
camera's
now.
there.
Rasta's not here. The anger has diminished from this room. So,
Well,
you know,
Well, I was gonna say,
Thurston, no.
welcome back to the Extra Time channel. If this is your first time joining the Extra Time channel,
Hit the subscribe button.
you know it, baby.
Hit the and
Um,
also if you enjoy, make sure to like.
And if you are on Spotify and Apple and other audio apps, ahoy there!
Make sure you download the podcast.
Welcome.
That helps us out. Yeah.
It does. The Welcome Back podcast, where we talk about absolutely anything: football, life.
I really hope
Stories.
I just hope I didn't offend any newfies.
You
Fuck
offended
'em.
me.
Fuck
Oh,
'em.
good. Fuck you.
Fuck them.
Newfie.
Speaking of fuck the newfies, Gregory, I'm mad at you.
They can barely speak English.
Why listen to me. Listen to me.
Am I just
Gregory-
gonna get hate the entire
Gregory is
podcast?
a very frustrating person to text
Why?
because he's very.
You wanna know the story? Let's jump into the story.
I
Liam texts me
this
about
morning, I don't know.
10:30.
Just after my first break this morning. It's around 10:30.
Yeah.
I went on TikTok during my first break. I went, The 90th Minute has not uploaded a TikTok in a couple of days. And I text Greg, why we not upload a TikTok? And I believe him. Let me pull up your response. Because your response is what triggered me.
I know exactly
He
what I
said-
said. It is what it is.
It's so infuriating, this man. He just says some things and just pushes the buttons.
How does that push a button?
It
Because
is
it's
what
me.
it is.
Because it's me.
Fuck you. Be angry. Get to my level.
He wants me to be angry,
Yeah.
so then I could agree
You know,
with him, so I get angry at you
Liam,
too.
we're busy people.
I'm not angry at the two of you. I've never once been angry at either of you because you are very busy people.
Yes, you have.
I have been annoyed at you and your fucking face. You.
He's not wearing his glasses today.
Oh, I know. I don't know what the fuck this
Just let the
Ozil
hatred
is.
flow through you.
No, I've never once mad at anyone here because we are very busy.
Yeah.
Individually, full-time jobs and work, and we're busy. I'm not mad at you for TikTok. It's not TikTok, was it? TikTok. I'm just, you know, RTG, career mode. Welcome back podcast number 3.
See, how I see it is if you want that, how about you post it?
I'm very busy myself. I'm very busy.
Okay, sure.
I left my house at 9 a.m. this morning. I got home around 6:30. I ate. I got changed. I then left. I'm now here. Busy. Anyways, back to the story of why Gregory pisses me off. It is what it is. Okay. I then said to him, I said, you know what, Gregory? Use the full name. I don't like your attitude. You think you're a big star now because you stream? You're nothing. You're a scam. And he says,
Pushed off TV, Captain Eggy Greggy.
and then he says, that's rude. And just pushes the buttons again.
Well,
Fuck
how
you.
does it push a button?
Fuck you.
Yeah, so
So then I say, you know what's rude? The fact that you don't credit me for your success. I built you, bitch. Without the thick ginge, you'd be a fucking fisherman.
and I posted that. In
Absolutely
Yeah,
nothing
yeah.
without me.
I posted that in our group chat.
And I think that's not only the truth, but it's the
Hashtag respect fishermen.
I respect fishermen, but I need respect for thick
If I'm
ginge.
being
when
honest,
Thick ginge
when
made this man.
How did you
that
make
sounds
that?
a little weird.
Thick ginge. Without me,
I believe when I joined the 90th minute, views went up.
and I believe through career modes, when you were my assistant coach, I made you Tottenham Hotspur.
I was your assistant coach. Then.
Exactly. I was a
Didn't you
coach.
say that at the back?
You were the assistant coach. Therefore, I made you. I created the man that is the Captain Eggy Greggy.
So you're saying if Mikel Arteta ever becomes a top manager, it's all because of Pep Guardiola?
Pep. They were calling him the B-Tech Pep. That was just shit.
You want just one player of the, or manager of the month?
Which is disgraceful, by the way.
Why? Arsenal did good. Mikel.
That's my
well,
topic.
that kind of transitions into football.
It kind of
Club
does.
football's back, thank God.
It is.
Well, actually, we had a very crazy week with Alphonso Davies tearing up Panama. Beautiful scenes.
Of
I
course,
gotta-
we did talk about that in our last podcast as
Well,
well.
we talked about the Mexico.
I
game.
gotta
but-
be honest
Exactly.
with you.
Who loves
Did
Alphonso?
Alphonso Davies, over the past week, become one of Canada's most talked about sports people?
No, 100%.
100%.
I think he was always talked about as, oh, this is Canada's best player, but he wasn't making the headlines, at least this past calendar year, let's say, that he was when he first moved to Bayern.
Well, when he won the Champions League last year, I think there was a lot of headlines about
There's
him.
a lot of hype right now.
There
Yeah,
was,
there's a
but
lot of
now
hype.
this is like more important because he's, he had that performance at BMO Field in front of the home
Jeez,
crowd.
how many people is there? Like 30,
Oh, yeah, it was
30,000?
super
ridiculous.
loud.
Apparently, because of COVID restrictions, most of them didn't even get in till halftime.
Yeah.
They're Canada's close right now.
No, yeah.
They're doing
That-
the right.
They're close
taking
right
the
now.
Those are the vital 3 points
They
we
are.
needed.
Yeah.
I remember prior to the game, I think it was the commentators, they were saying how this was probably the most important Canadian game since the 80s.
Yeah.
And 4-1, we, they conceded early. I saw it was kind
Yep.
of concerning.
Yeah.
And no heads dropped. They actually played a really good
Yeah,
second
Tajon
half.
Buchanan,
And
he's been
even
really good
even
for
when they
us.
came out, they were controlling the game when they were still losing. I felt, but even after halftime, they didn't come out still like complete. But when they took that water break or like
Yeah.
around the 60th minute, just
probably missed
it
that.
clicked and they
You're-
just
now,
went
You're
off.
not wrong, but I'd say in the beginning of the second half, Canada were like suffocating Panama.
Oh
Panama
no,
had
like
to
I was
make-
saying, they were in control. It's just those goals all came
Can I
right
be
after
honest?
that break.
Yeah.
I think Tajon Buchanan is going to become a star in Europe.
I really like
He's-
him.
With the way he plays,
He's quick.
What
He's
a
direct.
header.
not even that, he's confident as well. And with, the development at Club Bruges,
Yes.
I think they can take him to like the next, like a
I
world
genuinely
class
feel
level.
that entire Canadian squad is
Yeah.
playing
World class
conf-
is
He-
he's a very good player.
the whole
And
the
we're
whole
hoping
Canada
he-
squad is playing confident right now.
Yeah.
They're playing as a team, which is actually very nice to see.
Jonathan David got that goal that
Yeah.
he's been.
Oh, fine. Yeah.
it
He's been
wasn't
working
it
so
wasn't a
hard.
great finish,
No.
but it went in. That's
But
all really counts.
going back to Buchanan, what a goal
That
by
header,
him! That
yeah.
header, oh, it was insane.
Really good goal.
Remind me
Um,
of Cristiano.
The question, I wonder, will like a team like Liverpool will they be
we're
We're
a little,
far from-
we're a
will
little
Liverpool
soon.
be able to afford Buchanan because they're poor? They poor. You can't. Yeah, you guys don't buy crap. You're the cheapest Big Six club I've ever seen.
At Arsenal?
Yeah, you met Arsenal, especially.
They're not a
Spurs?
top 6 club anymore.
Spurs. They don't spend money.
Well, they got
Spurs.
the center back
who?
from Argentina.
How much do they really cost?
I don't know. More than my house.
Ain't nothing. Ain't shit. Ain't shit. No, I mean the entire Canada team. The next step for Canada is when they come here. Use code 90 minutes. Get yourself a
When they
discount.
come,
When they come to the YEG Commonwealth, Edmonton, Alberta, Canada.
Yes.
I hope that
Oh.
stadium is gonna be rocking. I hope it'll be packed.
I
It'll be
hope
packed
it is.
Yeah.
I
with
hope
the
it
90th
is.
minute.
Yeah.
Yeah, of course, we're from Edmonton, and that's where Canada is coming
And that's
to.
where Alfonso's from. iPhone.
Yeah.
I'm
I'll,
sure-
I'll send a text to John Herdman, the coach, saying if I can play,
Ooh,
if they need someone.
I want to talk about Jonathan Herdman. So far in his career, he did very well with the Canadian women's national team.
Mhm.
And he's now doing well with the men's national team.
Yeah.
Is he a guy that maybe a European club would take a look at?
Maybe
Maybe
one day.
Let's look at Celtic for we hired Ange
Ange.
from fucking nowhere. The man was the Australian national team
You're
coach,
still
and then
not
he went to
doing
Japan.
great.
We're
You got knocked
rebuilding.
out of Champions League.
We are rebuilding.
You're like
we
in
made-
sixth in the
We made
Scottish
12
Premiership,
signings this window.
and you're doing shit.
We need more. Had a lot of injuries as well.
My point to
That's
you
fair.
with that, Liam,
I like John.
Herdman's never managed a club team,
No.
at least men's side. I don't know if he did a women's side before or not.
Google Jonathan.
But I wouldn't be surprised if some sort of national team outside of some, maybe in Europe, comes for him. I wouldn't go so
Let's see-
far as say England would go for
He's-
him
he's
after
the-
Southgate leaves.
Well,
But
let's see
I
like
don't
what
think he'll go
Canada
far.
does. If Canada
But
can
he's
make
also
the World
the-
Cup,
He is
do
English.
something in the World
He's
Cup.
also the type of manager he's very good at laying down the building blocks, the foundations for a team. That's what he did with the women's team. Sorry, they went out to win Olympic gold. I think that's because of a lot of John Herdman's, success since 2012. It just kind of led up to that point, and now he's doing the same thing with the national team.
He was the
Immense.
coach of the Sunderland Academy in 2001. Then he went from 2006 to 2011, head coach of New Zealand women's team.
Yep.
Then he was Canada from 2011 to 2018, and now the Canada men. I do like him.
Oh yeah,
yeah, I mean he like that tactical switch he made during the water break, brilliant. Like he literally shifted the formation and it worked.
He put
instantly.
Alphonso out wide and put Buchanan up front. Yeah.
And like he obviously is a good manager from what you can tell. Like the players respect him. He seems like he gets his message across very well. And he seems like a very liked person. Like not just from the men's team, but like from the women's team beforehand.
Yeah. Just
Um,
shows a lot of passion, which is really good
yeah.
too.
It depends what his
Yes.
ambitions are. Does
Yeah.
he want to stick with Canada until 2026 when the World Cup is coming to North America?
I hope he does, if I'm honest.
yeah.
I would like the consistency, and I would like him to build his team.
This young Canadian squad.
It is.
and-
It's a young. There's a lot of young, good players in that Canada team.
Well, there's so many coming through. I just read the Guardian. They released their list of the next generation 60 best players born in 2004. There's a guy from Toronto FC who's on that list. Apparently, he could be someone to watch. I don't remember his name. He has a hyphenated name, but
They all do.
Well,
it's from TFC.
and I know we keep talking about Alphonso, but you talk about he's still 20.
yeah.
It's insane.
Yeah.
All the hype he gets, how much potential he still has.
I mean,
It's
I
ridiculous.
read a silly comment on Facebook. It was someone because it's like a lot of Canadians when they start watching football. And it was like this person's like he's a great player, young player, but he lacks the footballing instincts. I'm like,
What?
what?
I saw one. I think it was on our Instagram. I posted the.
Yeah, one of the goals. Yeah, his
It
goal.
was either one of the goal or one was the who's the best CONCACAF player, and the comment said, "He shines for his national team, but he's been terrible for his club." Has he?
I don't think
He
so.
plays in a
I think
He's
Bayern
been
Munich's doing okay right
If
now.
anything, Bayern probably utilized Davies better than any other club.
Plus,
I think
he's had
I
injuries.
think they utilized him to the best of his abilities.
Well, they clearly saw that
Yeah.
he could become a world class left back with the utilities he had.
And you don't necessarily have to be world class at 20 years old. I mean,
Exactly.
maybe he's not right now, but he certainly can get there, at 26, 28,
Well,
30,
that,
right?
That prime when that 2026 World Cup comes around, that should be his prime.
I feel like a lot of footballing fans tend to seem like they think that young players should plateau at such a young age, that they should be world class by 20, 22. They forget that there's so many years ahead of them. Like,
And it's
Ronaldo's
never usually been the
36.
case.
yeah.
Ronaldo is 36, and he's still top of his game.
Like,
It's like almost
Not
like
as
if you're
fast,
not as
but
good
yeah.
as Kylian Mbappe by the time he was like at the top, you're gonna be crap. You're gonna flop.
They talk about that, but like, who even says Mbappe's at his top?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
What,
like,
imagine the man and Haaland when they're 25, 26.
Well,
they could be insane.
they could be, or
they could be
plateau.
worse. They could be worse. Yes.
like realistically, like how much better is someone gonna get?
yeah.
Like, it really depends. Like,
Depends on
are
teams as well.
are those players gonna have the mental fortitude to continue playing at such a high level for that long?
Yeah.
We know some players are
Wayne-
able to.
We look at Wayne Rooney.
yeah.
He started his career when he was 16, and yes, I think he plateaued maybe a bit earlier than some players. I mean, that sounds ridiculous to say because he is the top goal scorer for England
Yeah.
and Manchester United, but he had a hell of a long career to do that.
But then again,
he was going up, and all of a sudden he
Yeah.
just got like, oh, Rooney's not Messi, Ronaldo. It's Rooney's below them. When Rooney could have
Well,
been.
to be fair,
up
I
there.
remember when I was really young, I didn't know much about football, but for me, the top 3 players in the world that always stood out was Messi, Ronaldo, Rooney. That's who I always thought was like the top 3
Yeah.
around like 2010.
I agree.
Like those are the big 3.
I agree with that.
The thing is, what we have to remember, like Messi, Ronaldo, they're a rare exception. They were at the top level and are still at the
Forever.
top
Yeah,
level
yeah.
for more than 10 years.
That's wild.
That rarely happens with
It's
players.
wild.
But
Like
then,
even like guys like Andres Iniesta,
Oh.
like Xavi, they weren't playing for that high level for
No.
10
No,
years.
they
Maybe
weren't.
for like 5, 6, 7
Yeah.
years, but for a whole 10 years or more, that's really
It's
difficult to do.
Messi and Ronaldo.
If we're
And
talking
if
about-
Mbappe and
Yeah.
but if Mbappe and Haaland and guys like that are gonna do that, they're gonna have to be doing that from age 19 or whatever they are, 20 right now, to 30, and 30 shouldn't be the end of their careers.
No,
even.
100%. Yeah. I mean,
So it's gonna be very difficult for them to keep this up for the whole career, keep the motivation up, because
Yeah.
you're more motivated when you're younger.
well,
Yeah.
to
And-
speak of motivation, let's look at Neymar and what he had said this week and how he thinks this World Cup's going to be his last. He says he's not mentally in it for
It's
the
crazy to
World Cup.
think Neymar,
Yeah.
like, actually that
30.
old. Yeah, no, because I swear I just still remember him back
Can
playing in Brazil, being
I'd be honest.
amazing.
We just give a message to the fans. Liam does not have a good history with Neymar.
No. What I was going to say was, if I'm honest, Neymar's entire move to PSG has been a flop. He left Barcelona to become
His-
number
his
one.
own star. Yeah.
Become number
he
one.
wanted
in
to
the world
step away from Messi's shadow.
to create his own spotlight.
Yeah, create his own legacy.
And the legacy I think he created, the biggest legacy, is his price tag.
Well,
I think
No one cares that he won Ligue 1.
well,
Congratulations.
of course not. They expect him to.
He should have won 3, 4, 5 Champions Leagues
I think
and
it's a
2 or
stretch.
3
it's a
Ballon
stretch.
d'Ors.
I think it's a stretch. Maybe 1 Ballon d'Or, 1 Champions League.
No,
Well,
moving to PSG, the whole idea for Neymar was to become
That's not
European.
100% just on Neymar. It also comes down to the owner, the managers
Yeah,
they've
the
had,
all-right
the
team around him, though.
recruitment.
But-
they've had such a crap midfield for the longest
No,
time.
Well, whose
that's-
fault is that?
that's-
Verratti,
The
the
Neymar's
sporting
fault.
directors.
It is.
yeah.
Verratti needs to stop smoking
Verratti
cigarettes.
Verratti is good. Verratti's
Oh,
great.
oh, yeah.
Smoking
Marquinhos
cigarettes.
sometimes plays in the midfield.
Genie
but
Wijnaldum's a little crybaby. He can get the fuck out of there.
That guy's annoying.
He's gonna go back to Newcastle. Fucking guarantee that shit. He's a Geordie number 1.
Jordy's got annoyed with him.
Don't worry, he's coming back.
He got relegated when he was at the
Don't
squad.
worry.
Oh,
They-
right. Yeah, he's...
That
I
fucking
thought he was
Newcastle
there.
team was wild when they got relegated. Okay, but Neymar's move was a flop to PSG.
When you look back on it, yeah, it's probably easy to say that. And of course, I would say injuries haven't helped him whatsoever.
No, they have
No.
not.
Maybe if
No,
he,
that's true.
maybe if he stayed in La Liga, he wouldn't get injured as much because the French league is pretty physical.
Well, that's what Messi said, right?
I get being.
However, Neymar, I mean, I'm 50-50 with him because I respect his talent. I love the way he
I
dribbles
love
and
watching him
attacks and
play.
his Brazilian flair. 'cause
When Neymar's playing,
there's
good,
no other
he's-
Brazilian like Neymar.
I think the world needs more Neymars.
Oh, 100%. I
Of
agree.
football, at least.
If
But-
I don't say Max,
When it comes to the
the same.
footballing wise,
Gee.
but then again, you
it's him though. He's a bit of a
Neymar.
whiny
Because
baby.
he has his moments where he's at the World Cup, he'll get. There was that one moment, 2018, where he rolled like 6 times, and it just that.
And-
That's the sad thing about Neymar. Neymar doesn't get headlines for his footballing ability. He gets headlines
Headlines
for
for that.
diving.
Copa America final when he lost. I understand you're upset. I understand you just lost, arguably your best chance at an international trophy. But then he waited for that camera to walk beside him. He just sat down and cried. You could have cried 2 minutes ago when the camera was not on you.
Maybe that's something, but also at the same time, sometimes emotions don't get to you right
Well,
away until a certain
No, I
point.
agree. Yeah, I mean,
That could have been anything. yeah.
Neymar is an emotional player. That's fine. You're allowed to be emotional. I mean, remember when they lost the PSG lost the Champions League final? He was in tears because he really wanted to win with PSG, and respect that. Now it's like here's a question: we're talking Neymar and PSG. Ibrahimovic, did you think he had a bigger legacy?
I do.
Because
I
I feel
genuinely
like
think
a
he did.
lot of people forget how dominant Ibrahimovic was with
I
PSG.
think-
Ibra's still going.
I
too.
think
The goals
Ibra-
he scored were
when
insane.
when Ibrahimovic was in Ligue 1, the league was not as good. It has improved since Ibra because of Ibra, I think. I think more people are viewing France as an option because of PSG, because Ibra helped build it.
I don't think Ibra helped build it. I think
it brought a lot more
I don't
international
know.
attention to France.
maybe.
Oh,
but,
it did, because
but
they also-
there's always been talent that's been coming.
Sorry,
through.
That man dominates headlines.
He does.
He
Not
dominates
as much as
headlines.
he used to.
Oh, he's
Well,
40.
Yeah.
He's retired now. He's living his
He
life.
went to MLS, came
Yeah,
back.
I was gonna actually bring him up when we were talking in terms of longevity. You know, that man has an interesting career. You know, he goes from United to LA Galaxy back to Europe.
But
Who does
yeah.
that?
He's the same
Not
as
many young.
Yeah,
I put him in the same book as Cristiano Ronaldo, where he's just a physical, dominant specimen. Just
yeah.
physically,
he
he's
is.
in
And the
perfect
thing
shape.
is, he did. Sorry, Luca.
Oh,
He
I'm
went
sorry.
back to Milan, and he actually started doing. He did well. He put them
Oh.
into like.
Yeah.
He was helping them get close to the title.
Well, AC Milan was on
and
a
the European.
downhill.
Yeah.
They're pretty down, but like no, he definitely helped get them
Look-
back up.
Lucas, you're gonna say?
Well, I was gonna say like obviously Zlatan's had a long career, but he's also had years of inconsistency and like not at the top level. Like there's that year at Barca where there's his fight with Pep Guardiola. He obviously had that horrible injury at United. Like
Yeah, I think that's where that really screwed him.
But
over.
the fact that he was able to come back from the injury, go to the MLS, and then
At
come
his
back.
age, and
Yeah.
is amazing.
oh,
Although
I loved him. At
I think a lot
United.
of players would have just said, you know what, that injury, I'm going to retire now.
yeah,
You know, like a Samir Nasri. That man ate Samir Nasri.
yeah, that charity football
He
picture.
retired 6 months ago.
He's fat.
He's fucking thick,
Yeah,
ginge
he
fat.
looks like me.
What the hell happened? He's younger than Ronaldo.
Hey,
Samir, what happened?
Bro.
Qu'est-ce que c'est, Samir?
like
Some
I said
people
earlier,
just-
sometimes
it
you
hits
lose
different.
motivation and you
Yeah.
lose motivation
it's true.
quick.
Yeah.
Like that's what happens, and that's what it like those younger footballers that are dominating right now, like Haaland and Mbappe. Will they have that motivation when they're
I think
30?
I feel
hope
Haaland
so,
might.
but
Holland
I,
is a
I'm,
monster.
I'm really looking forward. I'm really looking forward to when Messi and Ronaldo retire.
That'd be interesting.
Ooh, That's
Because
I know what you're saying.
It's the next.
You don't want it, but
It's-
you're also at the point where it's like maybe it's time
well,
to
it's
go.
like it's like your favorite TV series.
Oh yeah.
You love watching season 1. It's incredible. But season 2 is, you can see the plot in season
It
1. You
gets
can
worse
see it
and
growing,
worse
you can
and
see it
worse and
growing. Season 2 is right there.
The fuck do you mean it gets worse?
No,
And
no,
worse
I'm
and
not
worse?
saying it gets worse. I'm saying in season 1, the
And I'm
plot
not talking
line
about
is
the
growing.
players. I'm talking about if he's actually talking about TV series.
Oh.
A lot of the time they get
No,
worse and
I'm
worse
saying,
and
I'm
worse
saying
and
like
worse.
the plot line is growing.
Not talking about Messi and Ronaldo getting worse and worse and worse and worse.
The plot line's growing in season 1, and you can see season 2 building. Season 2 is Haaland, Mbappe,
Okay, I see. Where you're actually going.
Greenwood,
Foden.
Foden,
Yeah.
Pedri. You know those
Yeah.
players.
Ansu Fati.
Yeah, you know there's
So-
Vinicius Junior to an extent. I don't think so.
Gavi maybe.
Gabigol.
Gavi.
Gabigol.
Yeah.
He did not say Gabigol.
I say Gabigol.
But
Yeah, but you know what I mean. Ronaldo, Messi, the best of all time.
Hmm.
I'm sorry for longevity wise, they're the best of all time. It's I want to see what Mbappe can do. I want to see what Haaland can do. I want to see what these other guys can do when they are center stage.
yeah.
You're saying like kind of it'll be nice to actually see these players when they're not just being compared to Ronaldo and
Well,
Messi.
when Messi and Ronaldo are not on the short list for Ballon d'Or, I want to see who
Question.
wins it.
So you mentioned the Ballon d'Or. I wonder, do you think Ronaldo has kind of fallen out of the Ballon d'Or talks, like to be in contention
For this
of it?
season,
Or just recently? It's kind of like
Just last season, I think.
you
Well, because
know,
there was no Ballon d'Or
yeah,
in 2020.
like-
I
but
mean, I think Ronaldo today is playing better football than Lionel Messi. But because Messi won Copa America, he's in the conversation.
because Messi's been injured quite a bit.
Yeah.
mhm.
But I think Ronaldo is playing better football at the
Let's
moment.
just talk about the Ballon d'Or real quick, because like because Messi, it's,
I'm mad.
right now. It's
I'm mad.
it's
Big match.
Messi, Lewandowski.
If they give it to that little Argentinian, I'm gonna be mad
Why?
because he fucking Lewandowski deserves it.
Lewandowski deserves it, but it's not
I
about-
think they
He
both.
should
they're
have had
both
it last
deserving of
year.
it.
And if these journalists who are voting don't get,
I hope
you know what?
Lewandowski gets it,
Give it
but
to him.
I won't be surprised. And
No,
I, won't be,
I
like,
know who it's
mad
gonna
if
go
Messi
to.
Gets it.
Give me a little short
It's
man
go-
with a beard wearing a shit suit.
It's gonna be Karim Benzema.
I like
No,
his
it's
suits.
not.
Oh, no.
His suits are shit.
No, they're great. Fuck you.
Fucking polka dot.
Yeah, that was
Fucking
class.
Karim is great. I
Apparently
love
in
Karim.
Spain, they've been like hyping Karim Benzema up for
How
the
can you
Ballon d'Or.
not?
Yeah, he's
He's
probably
been
the best player in
amazing.
Spain.
He just won the Nations League. He had an all right Euros.
Yeah, I mean, he's
All
been
right.
fantastic for this season, the start of the season already.
That's
like,
him just coming back to the France squad.
Things happen.
Yeah,
There was a little.
yeah. Well, we don't have to go into that.
Stop.
One of those players are playing in Greece. Okay.
Going to Greece.
Nothing. It's a great country. Beautiful women.
not if you're Maguire.
Great food.
Not if you're Harold Maguire.
Beautiful food.
I still remember that podcast we did. It was like he was like, I think you're gonna finish. I was like, you're not gonna finish third. Your fucking center back's in prison right now. Like, you can do shit.
They finished
Is it-
second.
They finished
I know we
second.
should talk about this, but isn't Prison FC growing?
Yeah, Lucas Hernandez
Yes.
apparently has a court sentence.
What happened
Person
there?
FC
I'm
is
sorry. Can we-
insane. I gotta
He
say.
had a restraining order. Him and his wife. They got into an argument. The judge was like, you cannot see each other for 6 months. They went on holiday together.
Apparently, the judge told, or they told
Him,
but then
but not his wife. So they went on holiday together.
Got married.
They
in
come
Vegas.
back, and then they arrest him. I'm sorry, but if me and my wife choose to go on vacation together, doesn't that null and void the restraining order?
I don't want to get into it. I don't
mean,
know.
The
But
thing is, he
it's-
could actually see a prison sentence because this is his second offense.
Yeah,
So
it's-
he's
This is Lucas or Theo?
This is
Lucas.
Lucas. Teo's
Fuck you, Lucas.
So a Bayern
missing
player.
one.
yeah.
Yeah.
What's
It's
it-
okay. Alphonso Davies can fill in.
Who?
Yeah, that's true.
That was, it was Brett.
More
right?
more playtime for Fonzie.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I mean, so
But yes, Prison FC competition at left back. Sorry, Benjamin Mendy. Lucas
Jerome
Hernandez.
Boateng in there?
Who?
Jerome Boateng?
They're all fucking there.
Yeah.
I mean, you got like,
But he
offense,
still
but
counts. Still counts.
Half of Barcelona and Real Madrid are fucking tax fraud. They paid a little penalty. Pep Guardiola was supposedly their manager because he was on those papers that got leaked
I
for
re-
having offshore bank accounts.
Speaking
There's
of
a-
this,
Are you shocked about
Pretty
that?
much.
The man's,
You know,
the man's
you-
literally
you
being
bring up the Spanish government.
paid by the most fucking corrupt people of all time.
he also got caught for performance enhancing
Yeah.
drugs in the 90s
Who?
or early 2000s.
Pep.
Oh God.
Pep.
Pep.
That's why he's bold
No, funny enough, you bring up the Spanish government in Barcelona.
and fraud.
I remember watching like a conspiracy video like 10 years about Barcelona
Sorry.
and Catalonia.
Photoshop Lucas. The ball in the Pep head. Fucking
Yeah.
Just rubbing your
disgusting.
hand.
No, supposedly like there was something about like how Barcelona's practices and training, their passing would be like signals to the Spanish government or the Catalonian people. It was
No.
weird.
Oh, what? No. It was. Oh, I remember exactly what you're talking about. Was it Catalonia or was it someone else? It was like, yeah, the Barcelona passing frequency in a game was Morse code. Oh, it was some bullshit. Somebody figured it. It was like, what are you talking about? Like,
Just the random shit that goes on.
full conspiracy theory. There's a whole TikTok page about that. The TikTok page. Get
Jesus.
I mean, there was a Zodiac killer
that did
if you want
happen.
to talk about the Zodiac Killer,
did
he
happen.
got found.
He did. Gary.
He's dead now, but
Gary.
apparently all
And
these.
supposedly they solved the Madeline McCann case.
What?
Bullshit. They would tell you.
Was it the parents?
No, it was some German man. Supposedly,
Really?
it was on the BBC a little while ago.
you listen to this. You pay attention to this stuff.
Well, I've heard about the case.
Supposedly
Are
some
you into
German.
crime and stuff.
Well, I just see.
Oh, I love
just,
true crime.
Lucas is a
Love it.
CSI.
I just see it pop on my Twitter
Yeah,
sometimes.
same. And supposedly they solved the Madeline McCann case.
I don't have
Who's
Twitter.
that?
It was a
The
little.
little child that was abducted in Portugal in the Algarve.
I don't know what this is.
One of the biggest crime cases of all time.
I only know about this because True Jordy talked about it.
Fucking one of the biggest crime cases of all time.
I never.
Up there
I
with
ju-
John Benet
I-
Ramsey,
Maybe I heard about
which
now,
was
but,
killed by
like,
her brother, by the way.
This is a conspiracy.
Narcos Mexico season 3 trailer dropped.
Sinaloa?
Yeah.
I searched today travel restrictions to Mexico because, I was interested. And it came up, don't go to Sinaloa. I was like, I'm not planning on going to Sinaloa. It's run by the cartel.
Very bad place to go. Do not go
Do you
to
know, speak
Sinaloa.
about cartel for a second. The Mexican cartel are making the monarch butterfly go extinct.
What? Well, really?
Because, and this is a true fact.
Is this not a conspiracy? Or
No, this is fact. When you go to the store, this is to you because this is all to your fault. When
My
you go,
fault?
when you go to a grocery store and
Lucas'
buy a
fault.
avocado, no, you like avocado.
I had on one today.
There you go. Those are owned, the farms, by the cartel. Majority of avocados grown are sold by the cartel. Now, they cut down the trees to plant avocado trees. And they cut down the trees that the monarch butterflies live in the winter time. You know, they live in like North America.
Yeah.
They fly to Mexico in the winter. They fly back.
It's like the Canadian goose.
So when you eat an avocado, not only are you supporting the Mexican drug cartel, you are killing a butterfly. So congratulations. You are drug trafficking murderers.
Well, I mean, there's
It's just a
let's
fact.
just add that to the list of awful things the cartel has done.
let's add to the awful things that general humans will probably do without knowing.
And every time you read a book, you kill a polar bear.
I don't think that's
Cut down a tree. Less oxygen.
I guess, yeah.
Global warming.
Humans are awful.
Global warming.
Humans are awful.
I'll be back. I'll use your wash.
Global warming. The ice melts. Polar bears die. So you want to sit there and read Harry Potter? Polar bear's dead. Just like that.
Reuse
Reduce.
and recycle.
Cycle.
Good job.
I
3
forgot the
Rs.
reduce part.
Wow.
Triple
I
R's,
have-
baby.
I've thoroughly enjoyed that last.
Are we?
Oh, we're not
is this
done
being
yet.
cut?
No,
No.
no, we're just
Oh, this is never
Okay,
cut.
okay.
This is a one
Sorry.
take podcast.
Bye,
Yes.
bye, Wozinho. Bathroom break.
But yeah, I mean, that Madeline McCain case when I first heard about it was just really,
Wild.
because it made it.
You don't deal with the case?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Because I know I watched a True Dirty podcast. Like their suspicion, it seems like the parents did it.
Yeah, there was a documentary series. I want to say it was on Netflix. I don't remember, but yeah, I watched it. I'm pretty sold on the idea the parents were involved, but then again, I cannot confirm. I was not there. And
I
supposedly-
would hope you were.
You did not investigate.
I did not. But supposedly there was a like group that have been researching this case, and they have come to the conclusion there was some German man who was known to police for doing bad things. And he was at the same resort at the same time.
That's wild.
And now he's in prison in Germany for something.
That's wild. That coincidence.
Supposedly it was him. Supposedly. There's no actual like proof of it. No actual proof of it.
I'm
But they link the two.
I'm sorry, but you going bad things right there. Now I'm just picturing you with Pep in Photoshop going bad things. I'm just
Well, I don't want to say what he was actually known for because bad things. Don't forget to turn your microphone, sir.
Yeah, but then like the Zodiac killer, it was like
Wozinho's back.
Is your microphone back on? Good
the
job.
Zodiac killer, like that was found out by retired investigators.
Yes.
And that's just nuts because there's Facebook posts about like a guy who actually knew the killer and said, "Oh, like Mr. Zodiac," and
The Zodiac killer is one of those weird cases. There's another.
I don't know if this was true, but there's also a review on the movie Zodiac,
Yeah.
and like it has the guy's name that
Ow!
commented on it.
Oh, wow.
Sick.
I don't know if that was Photoshop or anything, but
was this breaking news on Nancy Grace?
What?
You ever watch Nancy Grace?
no.
I've never heard of Nancy Grace. Watched it.
Interesting. She was on CNN or some show, I think. Breaking news.
But like, I think crimes investigations like that are always interesting.
They are.
Also, like kind of like scary.
It makes me very angry how shocking police can be.
Yeah, like
You
the
have one
Zodiac-
job.
the Zodiac, they had the Zodiac killer captured in 2018
Yeah.
or 2016, and they just let him go.
yeah.
This is no hate to the people who work in the service.
Even like
No.
the Battle of McCann one. They walked in. They had something like 15 people go in and out of like the room before they did DNA testing or anything. What? The door's closed. You cannot come in. I'm so sorry. I gotta wait for the guy to show up before he does a dusting, and then you can come in. No, like
Oh my god.
But
Algarve, Portugal, bad police. From what I saw.
what you saw. What I know is right.
I talk to you all the time. Whoever's sitting in that spot is usually you. I just stare at them the entire time.
I just remember. I just know Algarve because we played GeoGuessr.
did.
We couldn't know where it was.
I thought it was Spain. It's like, oh, the Algarve, it's in Spain. It's like,
What happened to GeoGuessr?
Wow.
GeoGuessr
I'm still getting charged for it because I keep forgetting to get rid of it.
is it like? Did it die though? Like, cause like it was.
it was huge
It was
for
the
a while.
biggest thing out there.
It was huge for
one
a
of the
while.
biggest things, and now it's.
I love GeoGuessr.
It's just trends. Trends come and go.
Go watch GeoWizard on YouTube. That
Yeah,
guy's
he's
a
good.
fucking maniac. I don't know how he's like, oh, that bush, it only grows in South Africa. I know where I am. It's like, how do you know that? Like,
You see the videos of him doing the not Witherspoons.
Reese Witherspoon?
No. Well, you know those restaurants in England or
Yes, yeah. I think it's Weatherspoon.
is it Weatherspoons?
I think it is.
Yeah, like he was searching Weatherspoons.
Yeah.
I was thinking when we say I don't know. I was just thinking of the people who make music out of glass and water. Do you know?
Oh
Around
my
the rim?
God,
Yeah, that's fucking talent.
But no, that guy, Geo Wizard, he did a challenge where he went across Wales, straight line. He had a GPS. Not allowed to.
What? So what happens if he just went through someone's house?
He went as close as so. If there was a house on his path, he would hug the wall of the house. He went through gardens. He went through a farm. He went through a
How long
river.
did this take?
I think like 3 days.
Did he get caught?
He's done it a couple times. I think he's gotten caught once by like some farmer guy's like, listen, he's been caught by
Who?
Kill Bill. He's like,
What?
listen,
What? Who are we talking about?
Geo Wizard,
Oh,
YouTuber.
what do you mean he got caught by a farmer?
Did you not
Did you miss
listen?
the first half of this conversation?
Isn't he doing GeoGuessr?
Said he did a challenge where he went across Wales
Okay.
in a straight line
You literally walked
across
in
the
a
country.
straight
He
line.
walked in this straight line. So he went through people's yards. He went through the farms, the buildings, stuff like that. Straight line. And he got caught by a farmer one time. He explained it. And he's like, "Oh, okay, keep going. You do you." I think he got stopped by one guy. I think get the fuck out of the land. We had to like go around it. Yeah, I would like to do that one day. Cross Canada, straight line.
It's very
So long way.
Just do it across Alberta. It's the size of Wales.
No, it's way bigger than Wales. Scotland fits in Alberta 5 times.
Jesus Christ. Where
Yeah.
do I live?
Fucking big.
Lots of land.
Yep.
Actually, I heard a story
You just-
of.
Sorry, but like just going with you land, you literally drive on the highway and all the fucking land everywhere
I
here.
think it was in
It's fuck.
Portugal.
Sorry.
And this group of guys, they recreated the Fellowship of the Ring.
What is the fuck?
Well, it's like 9 companions, and they set out to go throw the ring into the volcano. So basically, what they did was they dressed up as the characters from the Lord of the Rings. They started from a set location, and they literally had a ring, and they traveled for like X amount of days to go throw a ring into a volcano.
If that was something you were interested in and you had the time, why not?
Like they literally had one friend who's Gandalf. Like they had the fucking hobbits, and I'm like,
But like,
Sorry, have you never watched Lord of the Rings?
no. I've watched bits and pieces
Yeah,
of
it's
it.
a very
I've
long-
watched The Hobbits.
oh, that's
Those were
unfortunate.
okay.
They're okay,
Lord of the
but
Rings is better.
Lord of the Rings is like God
It-
tier
yeah.
compared to that.
So long though.
They
I don't
are-
have
They
They are-
17
they are
and a half
longer. They are
hours.
longer.
Extended edition, 4.5 hours
Oh,
each.
man, that's how you spend a whole Sunday.
It's not.
Nice cup of hot cocoa, and you watch the Lord of the
Have
Rings.
you watched? Have you ever watched all 3 movies extended edition at one sitting?
No, I
Like,
don't. I no.
That'd be like.
I don't have the
Has
money
anyone
for that.
Fuck
Hot
that.
cocoa.
Nice hot
That's a
cocoa.
lot.
Do you like hot cocoa?
Yeah, so I was actually watching Rachel Ray this morning, and this lady was making hot cocoa.
Why are you watching Rachel
My
Ray?
mother always watches as we watch together.
Fair enough.
I
I
learned a
mean,
lot from her.
is there any of those shows you just kind of grew up watching? They just like those shows that you're never actually into, but you watch whatever was on.
Yeah,
Like Maury, Judge Judy,
I remember this
The
one.
Price is Right.
The ones that I listened to, there was one time we were at Ross's birthday party when we were like 14, and Liam and I just spent the whole time watching Maury on the computer.
Oh yeah, we did. I love Maury, man.
That was great.
We're not the
That
father.
was the highlight of that birthday was Maury.
Every Rasta
That's like
birthday-
sad.
Rasta birthday parties.
No, they were great birthday parties. They always had
They were.
snack and pizza.
And always Pizza 73
Yeah.
and Dr. Pepper.
Yeah.
Always. You could bet on
You've
it.
talked about this so many times that you'd always go to his house for
Because-
Dr. Pepper.
Growing up, I never had Dr. Pepper other than once a year at Rasta's birthday
I swear
party.
he always talks about. I swear I've heard
I
him
love
talk
Dr.
about-
Pepper, man. Just delicious. But like, man, like, but yes.
I don't like Dr. Pepper, so.
But did you really just like, say you were homesick from school? Or like, you had a day off or something?
Yeah.
Was it just, like, daytime TV that
Yeah.
you would always
It
watch?
was, I think it was middle school. I can't remember when it was, but I was sick for like a week, and I just spent I was just watching all day fucking Cake Boss.
Fucking Buddy Valastro.
Yeah.
Hoboken, New
It was
Jersey.
very,
Love
very
it.
It's a great show.
Lucas,
I mean-
you're not a TV guy.
I mean, I never was really sick during school ever.
Fair enough.
So
I barely missed
God
any.
to your immune system.
I did not miss a day of school from grade. Was it just grade 4 all the way to grade?
I know I never missed a day in grade 6, and I missed probably like 1 or 2 days in grade 9, but like and 1 day in like grade 10.
Daytime TV.
I've definitely missed days.
Maury.
I
The
mean,
Price is Right.
I
Always.
mean, The Price is Right is probably one.
My
of them,
mom would
yeah.
always watch Young and Restless, and I could
Yeah, my
never
mom
get
used
it.
to watch
My
that a lot.
mom watched Bold and Beautiful.
Okay.
No, the one show my mom used to watch with my godmother all the time was Dallas.
Dallas.
Dallas from
Dallas.
the 80s.
Yeah, it was in the 80s.
I just
yeah.
watched that. Shit was good, actually.
But it's not Coronation Street. That's God tier, top tier. Coronation Street.
Yeah.
But, like,
My parents got back today. They're on a little like 2-3 day vacation. First thing they did, go home. Gotta binge watch right that we watch. Like, relax. Say hello to your children first, then you can watch.
They literally just sat down.
Pretty
one
much.
night.
Pretty much.
Don't watch it on the plane.
They're not fucking.
Oh, what?
Where'd they go?
Banff.
The BAMF. Up the BAMF. We need BAMF FC in the Canadian
Like
Premier
4
League.
people that live there year round.
Yeah, true.
MFC.
I mean, I just
Oh,
imagine like,
days to the mountains.
like you think about England though, they have like a club for every little town. It's
Well,
insane.
yeah.
I wish we had that here,
I know. I know exactly what you.
but no one would show up to the games.
I mean, they
Grand
kind of had
Prairie
that for
FC is
hockey.
getting 4
Yeah.
fans.
Junior hockey.
Yeah, I mean, like WHL,
Well, not just the WHL,
The
but
dub.
like there's
Like
also the
QMJHL and
dub.
well,
dub.
not just that, but like even below that, the AJHL.
Yeah, there's a
The-
lot.
Like
Oh,
I was,
right,
I,
yeah,
was,
yeah.
I was driving with
Hockey
my,
here is like that.
I was driving with my dad to Spruce Grove, and when we were driving back home, I saw like an advertisement for the Spruce Grove team.
Oh, yeah,
and they're
they-
telling me
the-
they're champions in, like 2018.
the
or
Sherwood
something.
Park Crusaders are big. I have friends who work for them.
Spruce
so.
Grove.
What do you mean? Isn't it the Sherwood Park Crusaders?
I said Spruce Grove, not Sherwood
Yeah,
Park.
the Spruce Grove probably has a team.
I wasn't talking about Sherwood Park.
He was though, because that's how his mind works. He hears something
Yeah.
that he knows. He goes, "I know that too."
And then there's back in the I can't remember which league it was, but like back in 2000 during the NHL lockout, there was a team. No, there was the it was like beneath the American League. I can't remember, but you ever heard about the Danbury Trashers? Oh, very legendary team.
Where are the Roadrunners? What league were they in?
They're AHL during the lockout, and then once the lockout ended, it
Because they were from where?
There's
Edmonton,
a
Edmonton
documentary on
Roadrunners.
Netflix I started watching. It's called Crime and Penalties. It talks about the Danbury Trashers and how they're literally their goal was to be like the WWE team of that league. their goal was to all they did was they just signed any heavy hitters they could, and they're like their goal is like beat the shit out of him. But the weird thing about this team, it was owned by a mob boss. So if it's like, oh, you fought that guy,
They just wanted to take you out.
he's like, oh, good goal. Here's an extra 20,000 under the table. Don't tell the league. And eventually, the guy got arrested. He was actually noted to be the real life Tony Soprano.
A couple of those.
I don't know.
But this guy, but the thing is, the team was ran by a
have you-
17-year-old.
have
But
you
yeah, hockey
seen-
here.
You should watch it. It's
Have
great.
you seen the
That guy
movie
that
yet?
ended up
Football.
taking over the
Sorry,
Maple
what?
Leafs.
The prequel.
Is that out?
No, I haven't.
Oh.
I heard it's
I
crap.
heard it's garbage.
Yeah,
I heard the guy that Soprano's son.
yeah.
The guy who's playing Tony Soprano. I hear he's in the movie for like 20 minutes.
The guy who plays Tony Soprano's son.
No,
His son.
his son in real life. The guy who's playing Tony Soprano.
Yeah.
I hear he's in the movie for like 20
It's
minutes.
fucking.
Everything else about the fucking
The
uncle.
trailer was based on.
Fuck
it.
him, it was a fucking uncle, man. Who the fuck is it with the fucking uncle, man? Fuck him.
Yeah.
Fuck him.
This podcast went really
Well,
weird.
apparently the
I
Sopranos.
actually really like this podcast.
Well, apparently the Sopranos. Like I was reading some, well, not I didn't. I read some headlines about the show.
I just watch his face. He's like,
Saying like a lot of stuff that happens in Sopranos is like happening nowadays.
I'm not shocked by it.
What do you mean?
Like the sort of like division about it or something. I don't necessarily know.
The mob families are definitely real.
Yeah.
It does happen all the time. And yeah, they're always fighting for territory. Like, I remember New York. When New York was
Yeah.
having big expansion in like the 80s and 90s, it was all being paid for by the mob.
The mob had a lot of influence on a lot of things.
They
in
had
America.
a lot of influence.
like elections too.
They
JFK.
Built Vegas.
Huh?
Without the mob, Vegas wouldn't exist.
I heard. Okay, interesting.
It was their place to money launder.
Oh,
They just built their own city to launder their money.
Yeah.
Yeah, like Donald Trump, all of his like big skyscrapers, like all the construction was done by different mob families. Basically, it's like, tough. I mean, got a little bit more money.
I love talking with
But
gangsters.
my
and
point
gangs.
kind of meant like more younger people are watching Sopranos now, despite the show coming out long ago.
It is. It's definitely very.
Well,
popular.
the reason I binge watch it because apparently it's like the most iconic show of all time, next to Game of Thrones and like Breaking Bad.
Breaking Bad's a great show.
Still haven't seen it.
It's good.
Surprised that because you've seen a lot of TV shows.
It actually is good.
I've seen a
Yeah,
few.
you had a Lost addiction back in middle school.
Lost was good though.
But then it ended.
Lost was like one of his was back then was actually like
Yeah, until the
Yeah.
ending, right?
Yeah.
yeah.
Like
it was
every
what the heck?
show, any mainstream show seems to have a terrible ending. Game of Thrones, Sopranos, Lost.
Apparently, How I Met Your Mother is a bad ending.
Yeah,
didn't
I don't
like
know
it.
about Breaking Bad. I think that had a good ending.
Breaking Bad was okay.
Okay, there you go.
He broke. Bad.
One of my favorite shows is Narcos, and a lot of people said, "Oh, I stopped watching after Pablo died." Spoiler: alert, Pablo Escobar dies. Pablo.
You ruined it for me.
Anyways, they're like, "I stopped watching after that," but like, the season after that was like probably the best season. It was really intense.
Like people like the characters, right?
I won't
Yeah.
lie, Narcos Mexico's kind of underwhelming.
That's just how people are though. They get attached to a character and they're like, I'm never watching it again. And then 5 minutes later, oh, that was really good. Then after watching the next season,
like, cause Narcos. I like how we're talking about mobs and Narcos and.
No,
all this
no,
shit.
we're all over.
I
Straight
love
up,
it.
you
I
know,
love
probably my favorite. I don't know. Bob's Burgers. Let me tell you,
That's
what
a good
I
show.
fucking
Yeah, it was
love
one of
that
the, it was a
show.
great. It was a great modern cartoon.
I've never watched really Bob.
Fucking love it.
Kids,
I watched
kids
The
nowadays
Simpsons.
love
Did you
like
just die there?
Pickle Rick.
What?
Like, Bob.
Yeah, I don't know. No.
Bob Marley, our brother. Okay, we're talking about we're talking
You got
about
it,
we're talking about cartoon shows.
You see it.
You got it.
And do you remember Cleveland Show?
Yes.
Never watched it.
Yeah, because it got canceled.
You talked about
growing
this
up-
pretty recently, I think.
No, man,
You not
Oh.
like on recording, but you said this to me. I'm pretty
Yeah.
sure, like
I like this show.
because me and you watch a lot of Family Guy.
Oh, I
Yeah.
watched like almost 10 seasons. I
Yeah.
think. First
Oh,
There's
I
a
love
lot
this.
more than that now. I know.
I know.
Growing up, I watched The Simpsons. Mom didn't like it.
Hmm.
She thought it was dumb. She really didn't like Family Guy because she's like, it's too far. It's too. Which Family Guy pushes.
That's-
sometimes.
yeah.
It does.
But I watched. Me and my girlfriend watched like all the Family Guys on
Netflix.
Netflix, and there's like 14 seasons on
Yeah.
there. Fucking great. What a good show. We watched a little bit of American Dad.
Especially the
it's
earlier
not bad.
seasons.
American Dad's okay.
I'm surprised with like, especially like The Simpsons, how like it's still going. How are you
Yeah.
able to keep it going? Like, and I know it's still good. It's definitely not the same. I don't really.
Doesn't resonate with that.
I've watched
yeah.
like The Simpsons. I never like actually.
I think
watched
our
it, but-
generation lost interest in The Simpsons really early. So
Yeah. I mean, I was more of a Futurama guy.
Futurama was goaded.
I never really watched.
No,
It,
Futurama.
was pretty good.
It just popped up like a 10 p.m. Teletoon.
It was
and
one of my favorite shows
I
growing up.
just loved watching Bart Bender.
What was your
Sorry.
favorite like? Not like kid show, but like 10 to 14. What would you
10
watch?
to 14.
I was gonna say if you didn't say 10 to 14, I
I
had
was
it
big in the
better.
Family
What?
Channel. I really liked Sweet Life of Zach and
Yeah,
Cody.
yeah, yeah, like that was kind of
Yeah.
those kind of shows. What was your answer gonna be, Lucas?
Was that
Well, this is
Is
for
that-
this is for like
that was younger? Sweet Life of Zach and Cody was
No, that
younger.
was
wasn't
when I was
it?
10.
It was.
Was
Ten.
it? No, I thought it was.
If you
younger.
think
No, 'cause
about it,
I watched Sweet. I don't. But I
that
don't
was
remember it
around
being-
2006, I think.
You are
2007,
mine.
which were like around
Yeah.
10,
Not
11.
9.
Yeah, for you. Yeah.
You would have been 10. We would have
yeah.
been 9. Yeah.
yeah. I mean, yeah, that show was great.
Weird to
Then
think
the
it was a year.
Sweet Life on Deck wasn't bad.
No, I used to watch this one show like late at night. Phil of the Future.
Yep.
Yeah.
I don't know if I didn't watch it, but I heard of it.
Unfortunately, I think if you're like maybe a UK listener, you probably don't know any of these shows. And if you're still here, thank you so much.
Yeah.
UK listener, the Tweeners.
Yeah.
So good.
No, the best show like back then though, like as a kid like that, Recess.
Yeah, Recess.
Recess was
top tier.
goated.
It's in my S tier.
I liked.
You remember Recess, right?
Yeah, a lot of
characters
kids like
are there?
SpongeBob, Lucas.
In
Don't worry.
Recess?
And Fairly Odd Parents.
That was kind of weird.
Um,
I liked it, but it was weird.
what?
Pokemon.
Yu-Gi-Oh!
Well, the
First-
whole hip. Is there 6? I think there's 6. What are you trying to get at here?
You do a
I don't
Halloween
know.
costume.
What are you talking about?
Recess.
Oh, recess. Yeah.
I can be the fat man.
Yeah, you're
He's the tall,
Mikey.
skinny guy.
He's
1, 2, 3,
skinny
4,
guy's
5, 6.
I'll be
There's
TJ.
6. Perfect. Look, we have it.
Tall, skinny guy.
Hold on. Brett, me. That's Wazinho, baby. That's you. Rasta, you're Gretchen. Congratulations. Done.
who's TJ?
Me.
You're
Oh, I
TJ.
thought I'd be TJ.
Brett is Mikey. I'm TJ.
Matt's
whoever the hell that guy
Vance,
is.
I think his name is.
Sure.
Vince.
Gretchen.
We're the female.
You two are the females. You're the other. You're a nerdy guy. You can pull that off. He looks like. He looks like
Actually,
there.
like-
Yeah. That's you, big man. Big man.
I don't like this anymore.
no. It's like
This is a goaded Halloween costume right here. When the 90s minute does Halloween, we're gonna do recess.
I thought you were gonna put like Halloween decorations here.
Yeah, I was going to.
what? I mean,
We're like-
geez, that's coming up actually.
2 weeks. Halloween.
Yeah, it's
What's your favorite Halloween
October
costume?
15th when we're
Austria.
Favorite you've ever dressed up as?
I don't know, Darth Vader.
You Darth Vader?
I remember
fourth
grade
grade.
9 your Halloween costume.
sorry. Because I'm talking your costume.
What was it? What?
Okay.
I need some background stories here.
I don't know if like
Oh, I know. Oh.
you know what I'm getting at.
Yeah.
I don't.
I
Neither do
don't.
they.
We probably shouldn't.
I always find myself getting into these controversial things when I don't mean it at all or
What the
don't
fuck
know
are you doing
anything about it.
controversial?
We'll tell you after.
We honestly probably
Actually,
shouldn't.
this is the best way to put it. He dressed up as a ghost, and people thought something
Oh,
else.
God.
Yeah.
Why would you do that?
I didn't know.
He didn't know he's the most innocent fucker with the
Did you put
planet.
that fucking coat on your head?
No, he didn't.
It was round. It was just a mask.
To be fair, if you want to be,
I think it was Aiden, right?
Aiden.
No, this
he
is
didn't
like-
go to
no,
our
Oh
Junior
no,
high.
it's just
Yeah.
junior high. I'm thinking it's high
look,
school.
guys, I mean, if you just want to dress up as a ghost, you could just gone as yourself.
Right now, I remember. I'm thinking. See, I was thinking it was later on.
Why
No, it
yourself?
was then. Fuck, that was.
I think
And
I
then-
tried.
I
Yeah.
still remember.
I tried being FPS Russia.
Yeah, that's what I was
That
gonna
was
mention.
fun.
I don't really know what I was doing.
Yeah, you were just wearing a leather jacket.
Yeah, it was cool.
FPS. My favorite was my 50 Shades of Grey one. Remember that one?
I think so.
I went to Home Depot. I got all the paint samples that were gray. Hate them.
No, I remember when
50
you
Shades of
dressed
Grey.
up as a girl and you had spandex on.
I wore Lulu's.
That was wild.
Fucking rocked that shit.
Grade 6, I wore the inflatable big ballerina.
Yes, you did.
Yeah.
You came to my door trick or treating. I was like, "It's Greg." I was like, "It is Greg." Yes, it is.
I remember dressing up as Zlatan. And I think it was grade 12.
What did you wear?
I wore a Zlatan mask.
I don't remember this.
I wore a Zlatan mask and some Nike clothes.
This man.
Hey, Zlatan.
He was Lucas with Zlatan mask on.
And there's a campaign or like a marketing campaign with Zlatan where he like posts on his social media a mask you could cut out and also a bunch of cards with his Zlatan things on it. And so I just handed these Zlatan cards to everyone.
If we're having a podcast in 2 weeks when it's actually Halloween, wouldn't this be a good conversation after when it's Halloween?
You brought it up now. Brought it up now.
There's a lot of Halloween topics. to have.
Nothing.
Where's my
here,
David Luiz mask?
Nothing here has
At my
really been
house.
planned tonight. We haven't even brought up topics. We just been talking.
we started
what's
off,
fun. I'm
but
liking
yeah.
it.
I'm not
This
disagreeing
has been
with you.
great.
What time is it? Maybe we wrap it up now.
It is 9:06.
Perfect time to wrap it up.
How long have you been going for?
Balls, can you look over and
Around
see?
52 minutes.
Had to get it out of me. Sorry.
What is the word of the day? Word of the day. Word of the day. Word.
It's not a word, but I have it.
ghost.
I was gonna say El Comandante.
What the fuck do you spell that?
El Comandante. Comandante.
The word is ghost.
Ghost for
That's what they
Lucas.
call me.
You type ghost in the YouTube comment section if you are still watching. Get your fucking foot down. If you are still here, thank you very much for watching and listening. We appreciate the support here on the Extra Time channel. Thank you for helping us get to 1,000 subs.
Make sure to use code 90minute at gfuel.com for a discount.
0 minute. From the four of us here, and Rasta, and Brett, and whoever else. Shall see you next week on the Welcome Back podcast.
See you later.
Bye.